Hi friends, myself Judy Randive from KDK College of Engineering, Nagpur. Today I am taking special type of integration, that is gamma and beta integral. Second sem, Nagpur University, and generally this is question number 1 or 2. Now gamma function first. There are some definition. So first definition, so this is symbol of gamma, and suppose you want to find gamma n. So always integration is 0 to infinity e raised to power minus x. You can use any variable. You can use x, t, z, any variable. But when gamma is there, so 0 to infinity e raised to power minus x, and then x raised to power n minus 1. N minus 1 means any power. When power is n minus 1, so answer is n, gamma n. For example, 0 to infinity e raised to power minus x raised to power 5, then answer is gamma 6. Always add plus 1 to power of x. So in my view, I can say definition of gamma means 0 to infinity raised to power minus any variable. Then that variable raised to power you can write half. So plus 1 means 3 by 2, gamma 3 by 2 answer, minus half, then answer is half. And in this way you can write. So then second definition for gamma, that gamma n plus 1, n means any value. You can write n gamma n. For example, gamma 5 by 2, suppose 5 by 2. I want to find answer gamma 5 by 2. So 5 by 2 is 3 by 2 plus 1. So you can write 3 by 2 gamma 3 by 2. Then again gamma 3 by 2 you can write half plus 1. So again you can write half gamma m. half. So in this way you can solve any problem. Then third most important, gamma half. Gamma half is root pi. Then most important definition for finding any value, there are two gammas and there is multiplication. First value is gamma n and second is 1 minus n. So when we add first value and second value, so your answer must be 1. For example, so first definition plus, so gamma n and gamma 1 minus n, into is there, into gammas. So answer is pi upon sin n pi. For example, gamma 1 by 4, gamma 3 by 4. 1 by 4 plus 3 by 4 is 1 and into is there. That's why I can write above problem as 1 by 4, 1 minus 1 by 4. So answer is pi upon sin n is 1 by 4 pi. Always take lower value, 1 by 4, 3 by 4. So always take lower value so that your angle must be in first quadrant. And you can find, you know very easily values of sin pi by 4, pi by 3, pi by 2 and so on. So answer of this problem is pi upon sin pi by 4 is 1 by root 2 and that's why answer is root 2 pi. Similarly, second another type of special integration, and that is beta function. beta m comma n is equal to 0 to 1. Integration is 0 to 1. In gamma, 0 to infinity. In beta function, always your limit must be 0 to 1. Then you can use any variable. I use x raised to power any power, 1 minus x raised to power any power. So that power, suppose my power of x is m minus 1 and power of 1 minus x is n minus 1. So my answer is always plus 1. So m minus 1 plus 1 means m, n minus 1 plus 1 is n. So you can write beta mn. So this is most important definition, but limit must be 0 to 1. You can use any variable, x 1 minus t, 1 minus t, z 1 minus z, and power may be anything. For example, in this integration, power is 0 to power of x is 1 and second term is 1 minus x, power is 2. So add 1 plus 1 means 2 and 2 plus 1 is 3. So your answer is beta 2 3. Then how to then beta mn and beta nm are same, means you can write 1 minus x bracket first, then x, no problem, your answer same. So beta mn and beta nm are same, means beta 2 3 answer and beta 3 2 answer is same. So no problem. Now how to solve this beta mn? Suppose I want to find value of beta mn. So formula is gamma m gamma n upon gamma m plus n. This is only method to solve any beta problem. Now most important formula again, limit is integration, special type of integration again, 0 to pi by 2. Sin raised to power p is any power, and cos raised to power q is any power. That power may be half, 3 by 2, minus 1 by 2, anything, or integer number, any power, any number, any real number. So answer is half beta p plus 1 by 2 comma q plus 1 by 2. This is most important formula in engineering. Sin term is there, cos term is there, product is there, any power. Suppose cos term is not there, so you can take power is 0, no problem. For example, suppose my problem is 0 to pi by 2, but limit must be 0 to pi by 2 only. Sin square and cos cube theta. So power p is 2 and q is 3. So my answer is half 2 plus 1 by 2 and 3 plus 1 by 2 means half beta 3 by 2 comma 2, and you know how to solve by using this formula. This formula you can find answer of this. So no problem. Now suppose cos term is not there. So you can take q is equal to 0. So p plus 1 by 2 comma half. Always you will get half. Suppose sin term is not there, same formula. So in this way you can find integration of 0 to pi by 2, sin raised to power any power, cos raised to power any power directly by using this beta formula. This is most important formula in engineering. Now suppose I take one problem of gamma problem. First I will take gamma problem. Evaluate 0 to infinity x raised to power 1 by 4 e raised to power minus under root x power is half and dx. My limit is 0 to infinity, so this problem must be gamma problem. But my power of e must be minus any variable. I don't want under root x square, I don't want. So that's why I put under root x is equal to some another variable. Then differentiate both sides. So you will get half x raised to power minus half dx equal to dt. Or I can write above term as 1 upon 2 under root x dx is equal to dt, or dx is equal to 2t dt because under root x is equal to t. So I want answer in terms of t. Whole problem I want to convert in terms of t. That's why I don't want any x term. Any x term I don't want. That's why now see my problem. 0 to infinity e raised to power minus t, and in place of x I can write t square. So this problem become t square and upon 4 that become half, and dx is equal to 2t dt. Dx is equal to 2t dt. Just a minute. So you will get 2 0 to infinity e raised to power minus t raised to power 3 by 2. So this is my gamma problem. 0 to infinity e raised to power minus t means gamma. 0 to infinity e raised to power minus t means gamma, and power of t is 3 by 2. So add 1. So your answer is 2. 2 is already there. Gamma 3 by 2 plus 1, and that is 5 by 2. And now how to solve this 5 by 2? So 3 by 2 plus 1, then similarly your answer is 2 into 3 by 2 into half, and gamma half is under root pi. So final answer is 3 under root pi divided by 2. This is my first problem. Similarly, now second problem of gamma, again gamma. Evaluate 0 to infinity e raised to power minus x square dx. I want e raised to power minus x or minus t, not x square or x cube or under root x. So remove this x square. I don't want this x square. That's why I put x square is equal to t. So taking under root of both the side, x is equal to under root t. Then differentiate this x square t both side. So 2x dx and dt. So dx is equal to dt upon 2 under root t, because value of x is under root t. Limit no change, because when you put x is equal to 0, you will get t is equal to 0, and x is equal to infinity, t is equal to 0. So I directly write limit no change. Now my problem convert 0 to infinity e raised to power minus t, x square equal to t, and dx is equal to dt upon 2 root t. So whole problem converted to half 0 to infinity e raised to power minus t raised to power half dt. Again 0 to infinity e raised to power minus t means gamma. This is gamma. 0 to infinity e raised to power minus t means gamma, and power of t is half. So add plus 1. So your answer is, this half is out of integration, so no problem, and your answer is gamma 3 by 2. And you know how to solve gamma 3 by 2. Gamma 3 by 2 is half gamma half, and this half is already out of this. So half gamma half is root pi, and that's why my answer is under root pi upon 4. So when you want to solve any problem of gamma, so I want e raised to power minus any variable. This is my first condition. Similarly, again I will take third problem, 0 to 1. This is also problem of gamma, but limit is 0 to 1. So don't confuse. This is not beta problem. This is gamma problem. 0 to 1 dx upon under root minus log x. So put minus log x is equal to t. Give this minus sign to right hand side. So log x is equal to minus t. X is equal to e raised to power minus t, and differentiate both sides. So dx is equal to minus e raised to power minus t dt. So when I put in given problem, so my problem become infinity to 0, 1 upon under root t minus e raised to power minus t dt. But this minus sign, when I take out out of integration limit changes 0 to infinity, minus sign remove. So e raised to power minus t raised to power minus half dt. Here limit changes 0 to infinity, 1 to infinity. So in this way, again 0 to infinity e raised to power minus t means gamma. This is gamma. This is gamma, and power of minus half. So answer is minus half plus 1. That is plus half and under root pi. So this is very easy. Now last problem. Generally in any university this problem is most important. 0 to infinity x raised to power any constant quantity and that constant quantity raised to power x. 7 you can take, 4 you can take even a, x raised to power a raised to power x. You can use any constant. This is most important problem generally. Now in this problem, put this 7 raised to power x. You know, in mathematics, e raised to power log cancel with each other. So you can write any term in terms of e raised to power as e raised to power log, same term 7 raised to power x. So you can write e raised to power x log 7. Log 7 is any constant quantity. So this term becomes e raised to power ax, where a is log 7. So put x log 7 e raised to power equal to t. So x is equal to t upon log 7 and dx is equal to dt upon log 7. Limit no change. So my above problem convert numerator as it is, x raised to power 7, but denominator I can write e raised to power x log x. When this denominator term goes to numerator term, power become negative. And now my problem e raised to power minus t, because I put x log 7 is equal to t. So e raised to power minus t, and you know other substitution. So in this way, log 7 raised to power 7 denominator and log 7 raised to power 1. So total denominator power become 8. Log 7 raised to power 7, log 7 raised to power 1. So take out this constant quantity out of integration. So 1 upon log 7 raised to power 8. 0 to infinity raised to power minus t raised to power 7. And this is again gamma problem. 0 to infinity raised to power minus t means gamma. Power of t is 7. So that's why my answer is gamma 8. This is out of integration. This is constant quantity. That's why gamma 8 you can write as factorial 7 also, or you can keep gamma 8, no problem. So log 7 raised to power 8. In this way, I finish my gamma problem. Now my beta problem. Beta function